Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. There is an update regarding the marriage that crashed just 3 months, and it's the marriage regarding the prophet, the popular prophet in Delta State, and his wife, who claimed that the prophet had promised to take her back to school right after the marriage, but unfortunately that did not happen. The wife also cited different things that led to their marriage crashing. The popular prophet in Delta State known as Prophet Divine Oko, who married his wife in the same month they met on Facebook, has spoken exclusively about his marriage crisis. There is an audio that I'll be leaving behind so you can hear directly from him. Online reports claimed that Divine Oko from Delta State and Happiness Nwakama, who is from Abia State, both met on Facebook and married in the same month, only for their marriage to crash after 3 months because the prophet refused to fulfill his promise to send her back to school. That was what she had said earlier, also citing incidents of her having attacks and bad dreams ever since she got married to the prophet, which led to the lady leaving the house. The prophet Divine Oko, that's the general overseer of Healing Grace Deliverance Ministry, admitted that he himself and Happiness met on comment section on a Facebook post and married shortly afterwards. The prophet also said that he didn't date because Happiness had told him that her family doesn't support dating, only marriage. So he asked to see her people immediately. This is exactly what the prophet is saying. He said this: I told her I am a pastor. I can't even keep relationship, neither can I have any carnal knowledge with you. But since it's how your family wants it, that they want a man who is serious to do the right thing on time, it's even good for me as the pastor. And he was asked when he met and married Happiness. He said they've met on Facebook on March 12, 2021, and they married that same month in March. He explained that despite seeing her behavior on Facebook, he married her because men of God don't condemn people. He went further and said, we men of God, we don't condemn people. If not, I would have condemned her the first place when I looked at the way she was on Facebook. But for me, I believe that nobody is to be condemned. You can change anybody. That was the first thing that made me believe that let me have a conversation with her. And speaking about the reason for their split, he admitted that he had to do with Happiness going back to school. He explained that he promised her family that he will allow her go back to school after marriage, but he never promised to be the one to sponsor her in school. He also went further and said he expected that her family, who were already training her in school, would continue. However, they insisted he must be the one to sponsor her education. He added that Happiness' mother is the one misleading her and said that even Happiness' father left the marriage 15 years ago because of his wife's behavior. He went on to narrate how Happiness' mother tried to stop him from following due process to seek the bride's father's consent before marriage. And you see, that's the picture of the prophet with the girl's father. And he said that this is where only himself went to see the father in Abia State after sending them money, when the mom and Happiness said that he should go alone, that they don't want people to see that she wants to get married, and so he went alone. He also shared an exclusive photo of him making out time to go on his own to see his bride's father in Abia State and get his blessings. You can see in that picture he's kneeling down there before the girl's father. He admitted that their marriage only lasted for 3 months before it ended. So the guy had also accepted that this marriage had crashed.
So, whatever I want to tell you now is the truth. Okay. Nothing but the truth.
So, friends, I'll be leaving a audio record of this guy, so you would also hear what he has to say regarding this particular incident that has happened. Well, it's really sad that this marriage has crashed like this. Looking at the whole thing, how he said the whole marriage transpired, that the lady is saying he is meant to sponsor her through school, and he is saying no, the family should continue from where they stopped. But you can see that he explained that he promised her family that he would allow her go back to school, but he never promised to sponsor her in school, and he was expecting that the family would continue from where they stopped. However, they insisted that he must be the one to sponsor the education. Well, friends, from all indication, the guy is citing that the major reason why Happiness left the house was because he is not the one who would sponsor her education. He is saying the family should continue from where they had stopped before they got married. And the family is saying that no, since he is now her husband, he should be the one to sponsor her education. Friends, what do you all think about this? Do you think the husband should now be the one sponsoring her education, or should it be her parents, despite the fact that she is now married to the prophet? Was he right by saying the family should continue from where they stopped? And is the family also right by saying, since the wife is now living with him as a couple, that he should be the one to shoulder the responsibility of paying up and seeing her through school? Friends, what do you all think about this right now? Should it be the guy paying, or should the family of the girl continue? Because we all know in some cases, or rather in most cases, once the lady is married to the guy, it's now the guy that sees the lady through school. It's usually in cases where the girl is still single and then she's under her parents, or she's still dating the guy. The parents are the ones who would see her through school, despite the fact that she is dating the guy. But once they marry, it's believed that in some places it should be the guy to take up the responsibility. Well, I don't know how it works in other places or how it works in individual preferences. Some people would say the girl's parents should continue. Some are saying that the girl should sponsor herself through school. And some are saying that the guy, since the lady is now your wife, you are to be the one to sponsor her. So different comments from people. But friends, I would like to also hear and see your own comment as to what you think should be the right thing. Either the girl sponsoring herself through school, or her family should continue where they stopped, or the guy who is now a husband should continue and ensure that his wife completes her academic. Because what the guy is saying here is that he just promised that he would let her go back to school, but he didn't promise that he will be the one to sponsor her education. And someone is saying this, that when you know, this is the words coming from someone, the person said this: when you know you don't want to be responsible for her education, you should have let her finish before marrying her. What the pastor said doesn't make sense to him. that you expect her parents to continue funding her education after getting married officially. Another one said this: you marry and another will train your wife in school for you. Different comments from people. Definitely a lot of people would have things to say regarding an issue like this that is kind of sensitive. People are feeling now the woman belongs to you, you should be the one to sponsor the education. And some are saying the lady would have waited until you're done with your school before you go ahead to get married to the guy. Someone is saying, how can you get married to her and you're expecting her family to sponsor her academics? Then why are you there as the husband? Well, you can't stop people's opinion. In this opinion, she would always draw one and two together and see if what the couple have decided to do is right or wrong. Friends, hear audio from this prophet. So please listen to his audio and hear what he has to say.
So, whatever I want to tell you now is the truth. Okay. Nothing but the truth. If I lie, let the Spirit of God judge me. I'll have every evidence to show you that I'm not lying. Mm-hmm. We men of God, we don't condemn people. If not, I would have condemned her in the first place when I look at the way she is on Facebook. But for me, I believe that nobody is to be condemned. You can change anybody. That was the first thing that made me believe that, yes, let me have a conversation with her.
When did you meet her on Facebook?
Yes, on Facebook.
When?
That should be on I can't keep the date. That should be either towards March. That should be towards March. Let me go on before my phone go off.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I met her, I told her, okay, she told me that her family, they don't want any man that will, in fact, they don't want any relationship. And I said, I'm a pastor, I can't even keep relationship. Can I have any kind of knowledge with you? I can't do that. But since your family, how your family want it, that they want a man who is serious to do the right thing on time, that it doesn't matter. So, okay, it's even good for me as a pastor. Then, by the grace of God, I have already saved money. I started saving for a very long time. Started saving money for a very long time. Then, when she now came, I said, okay, can I have your father's contact? Are you with me?
Yes.
Let me find out their tradition, how their tradition is. She told me that I cannot go through the father. I can only go through her mom. That her mom will be the one to ascertain everything before taking me to the father. That the mother will direct me to the father. That the elder sister marriage, that people get to know a lot of stories that I should at least get to from the mother. The mother will link me to the father. So I requested for the mom's number. When the mom gave me the number, I have to call the mom. The mom told me that I should, as a pastor, if I'm serious, since I'm from Delta State, I should send the money, let them start arrangement, buy things, that she knows what is on the list already. That she wants to help me, so that she can get all this things down. Then if I'm coming here, I will not buy anything again while coming. I hope you are listening to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to send them money. I first send them 260. I send them 150, send them another 100. Then, and that's okay. Since I've sent you the money, let me come with my family. At least my church member will follow my family, because in my kindred, they only send like one person if you are going to a very far place. Then after telling her, let me come with person, she said I shouldn't come with anybody. Are you listening to me?
Mm-hmm.
I should not come with anybody. That's when I started feeling strange. How can I travel from here? I have a proof where I went to see the father alone. How can I travel all the way from Delta State to Port Harcourt, only me carrying drink? At least, even if I sent money, at least I have to carry something when I get there to present. When I got to Port Harcourt, only me now, I asked the mother, where's the father? He told me that the marriage will be done in her house. I said, how can a mother give her own daughter to me without the father being present? It almost caused problem. Yeah. I was very angry. That at least as a pastor, things should be done in a rightful way. I hope you are listening to me.
Mm-hmm.
That I want to actually see the father. I know how far they have gone with the money I've sent. The mother said the thing should be done. He went and bring some boys. He said he's from the family. He said, and one of the uncles, his father's uncle. And for me, I am very convinced that those people are not his family. His father's family member. Is their tenant, one of the guys living with them there in their tenant. That's the person said is the father's brother. Then I said, I must see the father. I insisted. Then he now gave me the father's contact with a lot of pressure. I said, okay, as I'm going, how much is it, man? I said, I owe 20,000. Then I will take it for people after giving the drink. He said, I should bring 20,000. She went inside, changed the 20,000 I gave to her. Are you hearing me now?
Mm-hmm.
Change the 20,000, gave me another 20. I said, why are you doing this? I'm a pastor. He said, doesn't want people to harm my daughter through the money. I said, my dear, I'm a pastor. Nothing will happen. I said, okay, let me and your daughter go. She said, no, I should go alone. That her daughter cannot follow me to go and see her father. I couldn't, I was shocked. I didn't know what to say. So he now said, okay, let the last one follow me. The last one now follow me. He said, the last one should give me space. I should not let people see where the last one is entering. As the last one is going, I should be watching him anyhow he enter. I should also follow him. That's how I was going. He said I should hide the drink I was carrying. I sent a proof for all these things. Though the way I went there, I snapped it as a proof. I have to be hiding drinks so that nobody sees me according to the mother's instruction. So when I enter the house now, the man said, are you the one that paid the money? Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
That he got some little money they sent, that is not with the whole money, that the small one they sent for him. I said, okay. Okay, give me a list. They said, where is your family? I said, the mother said I should not come with them. Where is the woman? That is my daughter. God will bless two of them. I said, the mother said she should not go with you. The man shouted. The man said he has something to tell me. That even I came with somebody, he would have told me everything clear. Then I told him that the wife instructed I shouldn't come with anybody. The man shook his head. I said, you are a pastor. I must tell you the truth. Go. He now said I should kneel down. He now blessed me. And I told them I'm going to do a court marriage. After the court marriage, that before the court marriage, we call him because I should call him so that we come that he has something to tell the people. That's okay. On that day of the court marriage,
When was that?
That was the date. Is all that the date. Everything is there now.
Which month?
Just that same. March or April. March or April. That's the day of the court marriage. That's the last day. Marriage. Did you hear me? So immediately they insisted. The mother insisted that the father should not come come to the court marriage. Then I have to allow peace to reign and allow things go the way it is. So after the court marriage, the mother said, I will train her daughter in school, that I should know that her daughter is in school. I said, you say she's in school. You people are already training her. Then how me will call the trainer when I said you already the school and I the trainer? Because what you told me that I hope I will allow her go to school. I said, yes, I will allow her. But you didn't tell me that I will be the one training her in school. So after she told me all this, that I will train her. If I don't train her, she will take her daughter. So after all these things, with a lot of pressure, I accepted that I will send her to school. Then after the pressure on me now, I have to ask her, since you're already in school and you say you have finished your OND, can I see your results? Let me know where to start from. She said she doesn't have a result. That she's going to school 120,000, that I will be the one that I should clear it first. I said, yeah, I can't. I'm a pastor. And I cannot be paying for what I did not know when I married you. The mother said, I must clear it too, that I should do all this one, I should do this one. And when the thing becomes too hot, I don't want people to hear me. So I have to say, okay, no problem. Then I gave her 70,000 because all this thing looks. How you could say you were in school?
Friends, that was the conversation that the pastor had when he was questioned. So, what do you all think right now after hearing this coming directly from the pastor? With the whole thing regards to the girl's mother, the father, and how he presented everything, like there was some questions while even trying to present himself as the husband. From what this prophet has said now, do you think that a lot of things were going on fishy in that marriage? Or do you think that there are a lot of things that were hidden away from the guy? Or do you all think that there is something behind the lady and her mother trying to hide people not knowing that he wants to get married to the daughter? Or what do you also think that the father was trying to tell the guy, which he felt is something very serious? Please, friends, if you have anything to say after listening to this, please you could put that down at the comment section. Thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.